Okay, welcome to our makeshift auditorium. Actually, it came out very nice, and I have to thank our custodians that are here with us this evening. Thank you, custodians. This came out fantastic. Miss Mejias, who's sitting in the back there, she was also involved with this, and we wanted to make it look as nice as we possibly could for tonight. I think it came out great. Great job. Thank you. Okay, well, good evening, and welcome to the Cedar Grove High School Academic Awards Night. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, can I ask everyone to please rise as we say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As I do before every banquet, awards ceremony, scholarship night, whatever it is that we do, I'd like to say a few thank yous and welcomes for coming tonight. And that's first of all our superintendent of schools, Mr. Michael Featherman, who's here with us tonight. Mr. Featherman, thank you very much. We also have a surprise visit from our special service director, Mr. Christopher Kinney. Thanks for coming tonight, Chris. They say behind every good principal is a great secretary, and I have a great one. Ms. Mejias, thank you very much for everything tonight. She organized this tonight. To the Cedar Grove High School faculty who sits in the back tonight, I cannot explain how appreciative I am of your presence here tonight. It means a great deal, not only to myself, but to the students and the parents that are here with this evening. Thank you for taking the time to come tonight. Appreciate it. Tonight's Academic Awards is an exciting night. Our teachers will recognize talented students who throughout the year made a commitment to excel both in and out of the classroom. Our honorees remain loyal to high standards and a love for learning. These students that sit before us set the example and were not made the example this school year. Their can-do attitude and resilient nature have them deserving of every word, merit, recognition, and praise that will be shared with us this evening. Once again, congratulations to the outstanding young men and women who we honor here tonight. I think what I enjoy most about this night is that many of you have the programs in your hands, are wondering what award your child is going to be getting tonight. What I like most about this is I have the answers and the winners right here, and you do not. So without further ado, we're going to kick this off so we can find out who's getting what. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Canizzo and Ms. Salka to present the academic awards on behalf of the art department.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the art department, I would like to simply establish that each and every year, the art department tries to establish creativity, originality, and just general basic understanding of the art that these individual students take on each and every year. They are all committed to trying to be as good as they possibly can, and our recipients this year have well proved that. Our 9th grade award winner usually approaches each and every assignment with a great conglomeration of solutions for whatever the guidelines of the project call for. There seems to be a very good understanding of the individual materials and the proper procedures that need to be followed in order to be successful on those particular projects. The skills that she naturally possesses help tremendously. The basic understanding and drive that this individual possesses always shows up in the end results of the individual work that is produced. Our ninth grade art award recipient is Lindsay Sickinger. Now, Mrs. Salka will present the 10th and 11th grade award winners.
Good evening. Arts education aids students in skills needed in the workplace: flexibility, the ability to solve problems and communication, the ability to learn new skills, to be creative and innovative, and to strive for excellence. This year's Sophomore Art Award recipient possesses much more than creativity. She's applied her academic aptitudes and combined them with her given initiative to earn high grades on each of her assignments. She has the finesse of a true designer and the skills of a dedicated student. I have no doubt that she will succeed in any of her endeavors. The Sophomore Art Award goes to Allison Kelly. Yes, I am giving the Junior Art Award this year. It's a private joke. This year's Junior Art Award recipient exemplifies the result of hard work and determination. She goes out of her way to explore different challenges in Photoshop and other software programs. It takes a great deal of finesse, professionalism, and technical skills to execute exceptional graphic design that this student exemplifies. She exemplifies all these qualities. It's my sincere pleasure to present this year's Junior Art Award to Jessica Conway.
Oh my goodness.
Our Senior Art Award recipient has been involved in the arts from many different aspects, not only from the Fine Arts Department, but also in the theater, with makeup and different aspects of the plays. Also, the construction of the sets, and just a general overall viewpoint with fine arts. The skills that this individual possesses are far beyond what a 12th grade student is normally recognized for. There's a passion there to be better. There's a passion there to do more and more in the arts. And I've been lucky enough and fortunate enough to have this individual in my class 3 out of the 4 years. Just a great experience to have someone like that to watch, to help. Just an outstanding type of situation that any art teacher would be very proud to have. I'm really going to say that I'm going to miss her, okay? It's kind of tough, you know, when you lose a good individual. And Drexel University is going to have a doggone good individual, okay? And this Senior Award winner this year is Sarah Meixner. At this time, I'd like to introduce our business department Mr. Cardinal and Mrs. Galabayas.
Good evening. I am Mrs. Galambos, one of the business teachers here at Cedar Grove High School, where it's both an honor and pleasure to teach such incredible students and be surrounded by such a wonderful staff. I would like to say to all the students being chosen tonight, I hope you recognize, each of you recognize, how special you are and that we are all very proud of you. Tonight, I will be addressing two students. The first student is someone extremely eager to learn, very respectful towards others, and always comes to class with a smile. How very fortunate Cedar Grove High School is to have this student's undeniable devotion to both academics and sports. While I only met this student this year, it did not take long to see the growing potential. It was obvious that all the hard work put in every day, such as completion of assignments and the intense focus to detail, would result in this student maintaining one of the highest grade point averages in the class. It's a heartwarming experience for a teacher when a student shows this kind of enthusiasm and genuine interest in the class. This student is a perfect example of how book smarts, the ability to rationalize, and the use of common sense can help a student achieve immediate success. I must say that I was so impressed that I felt the need to contact the parents and let them know just how well the student not only adjusted as a freshman, but truly excelled in my class. I am honored to present the Freshman Business Academic Award to Mia Fayada. Congratulations. This next student is someone I have known since last year. Let me start by saying it's amazing to watch a student not just complete, but actually master the lessons. The student takes schoolwork very seriously, always striving to do their best in all classes. The student is also involved in sports and yet is still able to hold one of the highest grade point averages in their class. This student offers great qualities beyond intelligence. This student has shown the ability to work as a team player, earning respect from peers. This is demonstrated through this student's continuous participation and willingness to help others. The other students also see the eagerness and desire to learn, which makes the class as a whole even more inclined to strive. Although I am speaking about a 10th grade student with the ways to go before venturing out, these are the qualities that will lead this student to great success in his future chosen career. I am honored to present the Sophomore Business Academic Award to Mr. Chris Handel. Next to present is a teacher who is well known and admired, Mr. Cardinal.
Good evening. I'd just like to first congratulate all the students that are here. Obviously, you're here to receive some type of award or recognition. Obviously, you don't know what that is yet, but just, congratulations to a lot of you. There's a lot of brilliant and bright people out here, and I'm sure all of you deserve whatever award you will receive tonight, so congratulations. I'd also like to thank the teachers that are here tonight. We do have some really great people in this school, and a lot of what gets done here doesn't get done without them, so I would like to thank them as well. I'm going to do it a little backwards. I'm going to give you the name first, and then I'm going to talk about them and go from there. The Junior Business Award goes to Alyssa Lever. Basically, what I look for when I hand these awards out, and believe me, you can look around the room. It's kind of tough to do it a lot of times to just pick one. I look for qualities that you want out of somebody that would be an employable adult, somebody that's dependable, somebody that's committed, somebody that has a good attitude, is resilient, and challenges themselves. And I've gotten to know Alyssa pretty well over the last 2 years. I had her in class as a sophomore, and getting to coach her in basketball the last few years as well. Those characteristics kind of translate whether she's on the basketball court or in the classroom. And there was, a huge continuation of her growth as a student from last year to this year. If she doesn't get like a 98 on a test, she gets mad. She's extremely competitive, and I think that it's that approach that will allow her to be successful, continuing throughout high school, in college, and when she becomes an adult. So, congratulations. The senior award is always a tough award to give. I teach an AP economics class, which generally is filled with some of the best and brightest that we have to offer. So it's always, again, it's tough to be forced to pick one. This year, the senior award goes to Jigar Patel. That's it for now. I selected Jigar for several reasons. He not only is an outstanding student, I've had him in the past. I have him this year in AP Economics, where he routinely will score 5s on all practice exams. I also have him in a business and personal law class, to which he, receives grades in the high 90s and sometimes even over 100. But I think for Jigar, what made the difference was not only that I had him in multiple classes, but that he has a passion for not only learning and improving himself and getting better, but he has a passion for, what we're talking about and what we're doing. And there's a lot of times where he'll come up to me during study and he'll say, "Hey, did you read this or did you see this?" And generally I have. I'd be like, "Actually, no, I hadn't." And kind of, keep me on my game. And sometimes I'll lie and be like, yeah, I heard that. What did you hear about it though? So somebody like Jigar is a pleasure to have in class. Best of luck to you going forward next year, and good luck to all you do, going forward. Come on up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look the real thing.
Yeah.
I would now like to introduce Mrs. Charlotte Gaviria and Miss Megan Amador, who will present the awards on behalf of the English department.
Good evening. I'm here to present the award for the 9th grade English Academic Award. This student is one that always has a positive attitude in class. She is constantly smiling and her energy is infectious throughout the classroom. She participates frequently, engages her classmates in discussions, and it appears that she truly cares not only about the class and her grade, but about the material being presented. She has maintained the highest average consistently throughout all the 9th grade honors English classes and fully deserves this academic award. She does not simply excel in English class, but she has proven herself in communication and research skills as well. She has worked very hard and has sought help when necessary in order to improve her skills. The 9th grade teachers wanted to select a student based on academic achievement, yes, but also to elect someone who will be a leader and an example to their fellow students. It is with our greatest privilege that we give the 9th grade English award to Abby Buckworth. I'll also be presenting this award on behalf of Mr. DeStefano, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. And this is for the Sophomore English Academic Award. While sometimes a bit quiet, the winner of this year's Sophomore English Award is a very good writer who is well aware of the value of hard work. Her high average is a tribute to her work ethic and her desire for excellence and high achievement in every task assigned in and out of class. She's an inquisitive young lady who has shown growth and maturity throughout this school year, and I have no doubt this will continue in her educational career. And I have also been lucky enough to witness her quick wit and intelligent sense of humor. The only thing left to say to the recipient of this award is, Elizabeth Nemec, may the force be with you.
I will be presenting both the Junior and Senior Award for English Language Arts. So the first one I'm going to present is for the 11th grade. It's often a challenge for students to discover a way to write both stylistically while maintaining a thorough approach to literary analysis. This student has struck and mastered said balance. No matter the lesson, she is a learner who simply gets it. Whether we're discussing the meaning of a man in Frankenstein, analyzing gender roles of the Renaissance and the Taming of the Shrew, or fearing the eerie prophecies found in Huxley's Brave New World, she is always able to see the bigger picture. Her exceptional spirit transcends the classroom, as her talents in visual arts, theater, and vocal performance are endless. It has been my privilege to discuss, laugh, learn, and listen to you and your puns throughout this entire year. Congratulations, Gianna Duran. I can't wait to see where the rest of your academic career will take you. The next award I'm presenting is on behalf of Miss Zanella, who is unable to be here tonight. So, throughout this student's high school years, a deep appreciation of literature, required or not, defines her persona. Her extensive, varied selections have contributed to her insight and understanding of human nature. Learning the allusions from literature to life, an example of which is her realization of the meaning of Joseph Heller's Catch-22 as a true no-win situation, validates her passion for the written word. Also, she never hesitates to suggest a reading list to students and faculty alike. Congratulations, Charlotte Cass, and hopefully more chapters will be read and written by you. It is now my pleasure to present Mr. Nicholas Molina, Miss Melissa Tavarone, and Miss Heather Laurentano as they present the awards on behalf of the math department.
Try my best. Good evening. The 9th grade student receiving the award for excellence in mathematics exceeds all expectations for an honors student. She is always sure to be proactive and lets me know when she will be out and takes it upon herself to learn the material. She displays accuracy and precision when completing problems, and more times than not, she will come up with a solution that is outside of the box and saves her time. I remember a specific instance in our marking period 2 quarterly exam where there was a geometric proof that I had solved in about 7 steps. She had taken a different approach and ended up solving the same proof in 3. A student like this is beneficial to have in my class because she challenges me to continue to look for multiple approaches in my teaching. In addition to these impressive qualities, this student always has a positive attitude and is very involved in the school. It is my pleasure to present the award for excellence in mathematics for 9th grade to Abby Buckworth.
The student receiving the 10th grade award for excellence in mathematics is a true asset to my Algebra 2 honors class. Not only does she have the highest overall average for the year, which is impressive enough, but she's only 1 point shy of a perfect 100% overall. She is the student in my class that challenges me to constantly come up with new ways of challenging her. She cares about her work and puts a tremendous amount of effort into everything that she does. She always goes above and beyond, inside and outside of the classroom, and it shows in all of her work. Aside from being academically pleasing to have as a student, her positive attitude and personality makes her a true pleasure to have in the classroom. I have no doubt that she will do great things in the future, and it is without any hesitation that I present this award to Donna D'Alessio.
Hello and good evening. My name is Heather Loretano, and I have the esteemed honor of presenting this year's Junior and Senior Math Awards. This year's Junior has doubled up in math, taking pre-calculus honors and AP statistics, neither of which are easy. As I am sure many of the parents and teachers in the audience can understand and relate to, when our students or children ask us, why? Why do I have to do that? Why is it that way? So rather than go into a long debate or discussion, we are too tempted to say, because I said so, or, well, that's just the way it's done. Those explanations are never enough for this student. I remember a time at a musical rehearsal when this junior came up to me and asked, and I'm going to lose everybody in about 2 seconds, if there was a relationship between the chi-square distribution and the normal. My simple response was yes. The chi-square, well, it's just the normal squared. The student looked at me, and if I can reenact what the student did was poof, mind blown, and continued to just walk away from me. Seeking relationships beyond what is done in class and wanting to know deeper understanding is a trait that few possess, and this student truly does. This student may have been absent once this entire year, and I think it was the quietest class we've ever had. Mr. 20 Questions not only asks for himself, but brings up great topics that allow me to take a seemingly simple topic and expand on it for the entire class to gain a better understanding. You truly are an amazing young man and are a role model for others. For all of the above-mentioned reasons, it is with great pride and pleasure that I announce this year's Junior Math Award recipient as Dylan Luke. I've had the fortunate pleasure of getting to know this year's senior recipient both in and out of the classroom. Last year, I had the amazing opportunity to start an AP statistics program here at Cedar Grove High School. There were a brave group of 5 juniors who stuck it out with me and helped create a very successful program. This student is one of those original J Crew members. She wanted to make sure that this year's SAT class was remembered forever. So her and a friend designed and painted a mural on the back of my classroom that shall never be forgotten. She is a student whose work ethic surpasses many of her peers. She is extremely organized, and I know was extremely disappointed when she found out that she could not have a highlighter on her AP exam today. Even though she maintains the highest average, she is always willing to lend a helping hand to anyone who needs it, whether they think they do or not. Sarah, it is my pleasure having you for the past 2 years. You have been an amazing Math Honor Society president, leader, mentor, and most of all, friend. You will be truly missed, but I know that Drexel is getting an amazing young woman. Sarah Meixner, you are this year's Senior Math Award recipient. I would now like to welcome up Mrs. Jennifer Jessen-Foos, who will present the awards for band and choir.
Thank you, Mrs. Loroton. I just want to say my speeches are short, but not because I couldn't fill hours with how much I think of these 8 kids and how highly I respect them. Grade 9 band. This young man has embraced the life of our Cedar Grove High School Jazz Band and was an integral part of discovering our name, the Groovement. He is a consistent player and takes many risks as he ventures in class to improvise on his instrument. He has excellent skills on the alto saxophone for a student his age, and I look forward to working with him for the next 3 years. Congratulations, Nicholas Lombardi. Grade 10 band. This young man fills out the auxiliary percussion section of our band. He is always focused and on task in band class. He is willing to play trombone parts on the vibes or marimba, help out whenever he can to improve the sound of the band by adding his creative ideas, or even help a younger student. Congratulations to Mac Cunniff. This young man consistently takes rehearsal critiques given to him in class and immediately tries to improve his skills. He has also consistently grown into a more mature player each year. He knows a healthy balance of how to have fun with music and also when to buckle down and take things seriously. He listens to not only me, but to the whole band, and that's why I placed him in the center of the classroom this year. His skills at the set contribute a great deal to our jazz band. Congratulations, John Castiglione. This young man has become a leader in our jazz band, and I'm proud to say he will be pursuing his music degree in jazz guitar at the new school in the fall. The band students look up to him and respond to his insightful comments in band on how to improve their playing. Not one of them takes it personally. They listen to him and try to apply the techniques he suggests. He has been a major contributor to our repertoire, how we run our day-to-day jazz band rehearsals, and especially for our growth in solo improvisations. Congratulations to John Friel. On to choir. This young lady stands out in her first year of choir because of her rehearsal ethic. At first, high school choir seemed overwhelming for her, but within a few weeks, she was singing out and using new skills with ease. She cares about the music, and she especially cares about learning the language and becoming an independent musician. I am proud of her growth this year in her musicianship and in her voice. Congratulations, Abby Buckworth. You had to sit on that side. Okay, grade 10. This young lady loves choral music and is always ready to work in class. She is a regular volunteer for music theory answers, solo opportunities, and even contributing a piece for the choir that she conducted. She is an eager, passionate, and independent choral musician and only a sophomore. I really look forward to working with her for 2 more years and seeing and hearing where her awesome voice takes her. Congratulations, Danielle DiPietro. Okay, this young man is a quiet and attentive member of concert choir and select choir. He is quiet when listening to me in class and attentive to the needs of the choir. He works very hard at his independent vocal part, and I have noticed a beautiful, rich resonance developing in his voice this year. Everyone should watch out for him and his voice. I have a feeling he will surprise us all next school year. I look forward to your senior year in music, Victor. Congratulations, Victor Bonato. This young man is addicted to choir. He is in the choir room whenever he can be. 1, for his select choir class, of course, but also to help out concert choir when he can. He constantly sends me links or recordings of choral music that he thinks I might like, and I always do. I call him an honor choir junkie. National Honor Choir, American Choral Directors Association All-Eastern Mixed Choir, and All-State Choir. It's been a wonderful journey with you, David. Throughout all these cities, rehearsals, conductors, we have both learned a lot. I believe you have also inspired others to pursue choirs beyond CGHS, which is awesome. You are an incredible vocalist. I hope that you keep choral music in your life and that you continue to sing. But who am I kidding? Of course you will. Congratulations to David Retzk. Okay. I'd like to introduce Ms. Jackie Lasky and Ms. Andrea Watson, who will present awards on behalf of the Physical Education Health Department.
Hi. I'm actually representing Mr. Jones for the Freshman Award, so just pretend I'm 6'6" and carry around a blue jug of water. The kids don't know that. If only I had a baseball cap. Whether it's in the health room or in the gym for phys ed, this young man comes to class every day in a good mood with a great attitude along with it. He is an active participant in class as a student, as well as a leader to his peers, which is demonstrated through responsibility, kindness, hard work, and compassion day in and day out. He has a charismatic personality that fills an entire room. Whether it's talking about how the lacrosse team is doing this season, what happened on Saturday playing hockey, the weather, or about how delusional he is that the Jets are going to have a good season come September. I'm a Jet fan too, rude. He can walk into my office at any time with such passion that will either make you laugh, roll your eyes, or question if he has ever actually even seen a Jets game. I am sure his peers and other teachers appreciate having him as part of their classroom community as much as I do. I'm looking forward to watching him grow over the next 3 years here at CGHS and continue to develop into a remarkable young man who I'm sure he is going to do great things. It is a pleasure to present the Freshman Award for Health and Physical Education to Anthony Iacone. Iacone! I was close. I practiced that last name. I'm sorry, buddy. Thank you. And now Ms. Watson is going to give the award for Mr. Valenzuela.
So imagine I'm like 6 feet tall. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor tonight to present the Sophomore Physical Education and Driver's Education Award on behalf of our sophomore teacher, Mike Valenzuela. Mr. Valenzuela wants to congratulate all the students receiving an award and always says how special it is to be recognized. Mr. V is watching his son play baseball tonight. That's why he couldn't be here. Little Eddie, everybody knows Eddie. The young lady receiving the award tonight is in fact a teacher's dream. She is always where she's supposed to be and when she's supposed to be there. She always does what is asked of her and without question does it to the best of her ability. In driver's education, the student earned every single point possible. turning in perfect work on tests, quizzes, homework, projects, and even the state driver examination. A motivated young lady, this award winner loves challenging herself in physical education and enjoys the daily competition that the class provides. This sophomore shows respect for her peers and has a great friendly personality, all testaments to what I'm sure is a wonderful upbringing. My choice was simple in choosing a winner for the Sophomore Physical Education Driver's Education Award. Please join me in congratulating Reshram Jarawala.
That's me. Okay, I'm doing the junior award. It was a tough choice this year, but after weighing out a few options, I believe I made the right choice for the following reasons. First of all, this young man was in a class of 25 boys and 5 girls. Second, those 25 boys just so happened to all be friends, which means as their teacher, I got to witness a lot of joking and busting each other's chops. Doing this for over 10 years, if they weren't fist fighting or truly hurting each other's feelings, I was on board to the madness. This young man stood out even though he was one of the more quiet ones, well, because he was one of the more quiet ones. Through the testosterone-filled, controlled chaos, he played to his fullest every single day, dominated ultimate football, followed direction, even when I tried to make them do yoga one day. Fail. He offered some good viewpoints in health class and was respected by all the kids in class, which is huge. Not only is he a natural athlete, but he is a young man who's got a good head on his shoulders. Will Nick Zampini please come to the stage? Back to Ms. Watson.
It's my honor to be here presenting the Senior Physical Education Academic Award. This award is going to go to a young man who is well respected by his peers and is seen as a leader both in the classroom and in sport. In fact, he was late getting here tonight due to a lacrosse game. He brings a level of competitiveness to class every day. His charismatic, good attitude is contagious, and even when we are arguing over my horrific referee calls, it is hard not to laugh. Maybe he might be nice to me tomorrow. This young man has insisted that each year we have put him on the losing team. We have never done that, I promise. Well, Mike Dugan, this time you are on the winning team. It is my honor to present you with the Senior Physical Education Academic Award. Maybe tomorrow?
Thank you.
And next up, we would like to introduce Mr. Jack Scancarella and Mr. Nicholas Murphy, who will present awards on behalf of the Science Department.
Good evening, everybody. This year's Freshman Science Award recipient is a student of high moral character, maturity, and humility. A student that has the best qualities Cedar Grove could request of a student. Having to pick one student this year of my freshman honors biology class presented a challenge, as we have many students here at Cedar Grove that strive for academic excellence. However, there is one student who, in my opinion, stood out among the rest. This student's ability to not only tackle the challenging concepts in the sciences, but also helped other students when in need, provided me with the evidence that this student truly deserves recognition for her efforts. It gives me great pleasure to present the Freshman Science Award to Maggie Brancato.
The recipient of the Sophomore Academic Award seems quiet in class, but I know what she's up to. She waits until no one else has their hand up. Waits, it's quiet. I see the answer on her face. She looks to the left, looks to the right. Finally, the hand goes up, and she nails the answer. She knew it all along, but she's just very humble. She's developed quite a command over chemistry. That Sophomore Science Award is Zion O. I'll spare you the suspense. It's Dylan Luke. This junior, I think we can all agree, is one student that all teachers here can agree that we all have such a pleasure to teach. In fact, I have a whole group of junior students this year that would fall into this category. It was actually difficult to choose a winner. This group of students, they're a blast. They're a blast in AP Chemistry. And sometimes they're too much fun, and we get off topic. But you rarely see a group of students work so well together. They're almost like a chemistry team, which is every teacher's dream. And it's even more rare that you find a student and teacher thinking almost on the same wavelength. No pun intended there. It's a little chemistry joke, photons. Especially in this weird subject that we call chemistry. And you have to justify your answer on those FRQs. Just because I know what you're thinking, because your brain communicates with my brain, that's not going to do it. Okay, even more rare is to find students that, of course, appreciate these dorky jokes. The standout on that team is the man, Dylan Luke. It should be no surprise who is this Senior Science Award recipient. I witnessed him grow like no student I've ever seen before. I've known him for 4 years, actually. I've only taught him for 2 years. I don't teach him this year, but he continues to teach me. As a healthy number of seniors develop an illness that's called senioritis, this student's in the back room working on a cure for that. He continues to smash through barriers and achieve in many areas, including athletically. There have been ups, there have been downs, and every time I see him come out on top, and he is stronger than ever before. And he's always thinking about his work, even if that means overthinking. But this is a quality shared by all of the greatest men and women of our time. So he will invent something great. He'll develop some cure for senioritis or whatever. Or at the very least, he'll make a big impact on the field of science. So here's Jason Krasnow. Okay, I'd now like to introduce you to Mr. Gadudo, just Mr. Konopka, okay, on behalf of Social Studies.
All right, so Mr. Gadudo wanted to be here tonight, but unfortunately could not make it. So I'm going to be presenting his freshman and sophomore awards for him. He wanted to express how much he enjoyed having this freshman in his Global Studies honors course. He says his work ethic and motivation will help him continue to be successful in his future endeavors in pre-AP United States history next year. Congratulations, Nick Splendoria. For Mr. Gadudo's sophomore recipient, it comes from his pre-AP United States History class. He wanted to emphasize that this individual went above and beyond the expectations for preparation and effort, and that she exemplifies exactly what it means to be an AP student. Congratulations to Grace San Roman. Okay, now for the juniors and seniors, these are my students. The first award I'll be presenting is the Junior Social Studies Award. To be successful in the discipline of social studies, it is required that you possess a drive to understand the world we live in. Needless to say, not every teenager that walks through my door possesses that drive, but it's a non-negotiable prerequisite to receive this award in my eyes. On a daily basis, this student left 0 stones unturned. I couldn't get through a lesson or even a single PowerPoint slide without a hand flying through the air, followed by a request to explain something in order to understand and make a connection to another concept or another time period that was at that moment not part of the class discussion. This doesn't happen often in the high school classroom. The questions were always directed towards comprehension, as opposed to the far more prevalent and far more frustrating format that teachers are often regularly bombarded with. Those that would be the questions that seek to figure out whether or not a particular section of a lesson would be required knowledge for the next scheduled assessment. Or in other words, what am I, the student, permitted to forget? The best students want to learn, not figure out the equation for minimum retention to meet the pre-established notion of an acceptable GPA. Of course, every student is concerned about assessments, but that comes of second importance to comprehension for the best of them. This student asked because he wanted to know. Wanting to know is what separates the academics from the GPA generators. A genuine learner from one who's the, I guess, victim of collateral damage. He was the only student to maintain an A average in AP United States History this year, and that's not an easy task. He got a 5 on his practice AP exam, the highest score you can possibly get, and he was in my room at lunchtime for the next couple days trying to figure out how he can improve before the final exam. I love that kind of dedication. There is no complacency. But sleep easy, dude. Trust me, you're fine. You've heard his name called already several times tonight because, well, he's this great of a student, and it's going to translate to future success. I guarantee that. You can't fake this kind of intellect. Dylan Luke. Okay, now for the Senior Social Studies Award. I had the opportunity to teach this particular student over the past 2 years in my AP United States History as well as my AP United States Government and Politics courses, and I have truly been impressed by their growth over that period of time. It's not often you find individuals of this caliber in the audience of your typical high school classroom, a triple threat of intellect, passion, and motivation that leaves little doubt that they are going to go to do something impressive in this world. In my Government and Politics course, the students learn about the structural framework of our government and also the less concrete concept of politics. That inevitably involves some explosive hot topics of the day that you hear about in whatever evening news programs that you follow, but it also involves plenty of less exciting topics like the mechanics of a filibuster, the standard operating procedures of the federal bureaucracy, or monetary policy at the Federal Reserve Bank. I swear I've never seen anyone get more excited about monetary policy than this student. I recall a moment of this student's junior year where somebody brought out this thrilling online game where you role play serving as the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board. The objective is to manipulate the federal funds rate to maximize employment and stabilize prices in the economy. Like I said, thrilling game. This particular student was so entertained that she suggested we as a class should play this game on half days or any other free opportunities that we had. What kind of high school student's first choice for leisure time is playing monetary policy games? Seriously. This student's passion for the political issues of our time and the major global problems that we face are obvious. You can see the delight in this student's eyes when talking about the good of government, and you can almost feel the anger or despair radiating from the desk when talking about the bad of government. She possesses an idealistic image that often gets beaten out of an individual as they progress through life. I'm here to tell her that no matter what happens in the world, don't ever give that up. She was elected president of my AP 5+ study club last year, and that surprised nobody. Because of her executive experience, I regularly delegated tasks like leading evaluations of presidential debate performances to her just because I wanted to see what she would come up with. And she never was disappointing in that fact. She has a drive you don't want to contain, so I occasionally would intentionally stoke the flames just to challenge her and to get a reaction. She possesses strong beliefs, and she's fully capable of defending them. She's a free, critical thinker in a world trying to mass-produce test takers. That makes her a valuable resource. I'm going to root against Hillary Clinton just so this individual may have the honor of serving as the first female president of the United States one day. But seriously, I can't speak highly enough about this student. If any of the other educators out there tonight didn't have the chance to teach this phenomenal young lady over her 4-year high school career, you missed out. The Senior Social Studies Award goes to Shannon Ferber. So next up, we have Mr. Joseph Morabito presenting the awards on behalf of the Technology Department.
Good evening. I'm going to keep this short. My name is Joe Morabito. I'm a computer technician for the school district, as well as the television production club advisor. Unfortunately, due to family obligations, Mr. Cardiello couldn't be here with us tonight, but it's my honor to recognize the students receiving the awards. Each of the following students has shown proficiency in creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving, as well as a high grade point average. The following excerpts were written by Mr. Cardiello. The Freshman Academic Award goes to a student in his design class. This young lady has an excellent future as a designer. She's very creative and has an excellent eye for detail. It's my pleasure to present this award to Madison Chesney. The Sophomore Academic Award goes to a student in the Advanced Photography class. This young lady has done every assignment perfectly. She demonstrates leadership in the classroom and has a very bright future ahead of her. It's my honor to present this award to Donna DiLessio. The Junior Academic Award goes to a student in the Building and Engineering class. This student has such a creative mind that many students argue over who will be his partner. He is very personable and a joy to have in class. I'm honored to present this award to John Nardiello. And finally, the Senior Academic Award goes to another student in the Advanced Photography class. She's very creative with her photography, a leader in the classroom, and extremely talented not only behind the lens but in front of it as well. It's my honor to present the award to Shannon Ferber. I'd like to congratulate all the students receiving awards this evening, as well as the class of 2016. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Amy Sirocco, who will present the awards for the World Language Department.
Good evening. I will be presenting the awards for the Italian teachers this evening. The Italian people throughout the centuries have left an everlasting impact and an indelible imprint in history, on the rest of the world in every facet of life, from Cicero to Dante, Croce to Colombo, Beccaria to Meucci, I don't speak Italian, Brumidi to the Piccarelli brothers, to Mike Valente, the first Italian-American enlisted man to win the Medal of Honor in World War I. In the Italian classes, students study the language and culture of Italy as well as the history of Italian Americans. They are able to learn about their own heritage and great culture as well as understand that they too have the opportunity to contribute to what it means to truly be Italian. The following students are among the very best in their Italian classes. They stand out and are noticed not only for their academic excellence, but also their humble and steadfast commitment to preserving that Italian culture and the Italian language. They are always meticulous in their work, they conduct themselves honestly, with the utmost integrity, and they are compassionate and caring towards their peers. The Italian award recipients are freshman Nicole Caldera. Our sophomore award goes to Tara DeCourt. The junior award goes to Dana Lavelli. And finally, the senior award goes to Monica Shinuda. Okay, on behalf of the Spanish department, I will be presenting the 9th grade Spanish award and will then be presenting for Mrs. Rodriguez the sophomore, junior, and senior awards. Choosing from among the very best in the Spanish 1 classes is not always easy, as was the case this year, but this student stands out. He always arrives to class with a smile on his face and a friendly hello. He is studious, conscientious, aspires for accuracy, and shows interest in understanding the Spanish language in different cultures. I have no doubt that he will continue to excel in his future endeavors. It is my pleasure to nominate Matt Lechko as recipient of the Spanish 1 Academic Award. Buenas noches. Aprender nuevas lenguas es entrar en otros tantos mundos nuevos. That means to learn new languages is to enter other new worlds. I am pleased, I am Mrs. Rodriguez right now, am pleased to announce the winners of this academic awards for the sophomore and junior and senior. Selecting the recipients of this year's Spanish Academic Awards was a difficult task to do. I was asked to select one recipient among such a large number of qualifying candidates, but at the end, one for each category was selected. The recipient of this year's Sophomore Spanish Academic Award is a studious, responsible, hardworking, and friendly young man. This student has consistently maintained a high point average in Spanish 2 class the entire year and has strived to succeed. The student also demonstrates an understanding of the importance of studying a second language. This being said, it is with pleasure that I call Nicholas Lepresti as the recipient of the Sophomore Spanish Academic Award. The recipient of the Junior Spanish Academic Award is a special young lady. She consistently maintains a high grade point average in Spanish 4 class the entire year and has strived to exceed in every possible way. She has demonstrated an understanding of the importance of studying not just a language, but a culture as well. This being said, it is with pleasure that I call Darti Patel as the recipient of the Junior Spanish Academic Award. And last but not least, the recipient of this year's Senior Spanish Academic Award is a studious, responsible, hardworking young man, qualities that I believe help guarantee success in one's pursuits. This student has consistently maintained the highest grade point average in Spanish 4 class the entire year and has strived to succeed. This student also has demonstrated an understanding of the importance of studying a second language. This being said, it is with pleasure that I call Jason Krasnow as the recipient of the Senior Spanish Academic Award. I would now like to introduce Mr. Robert Gogarty, who will present the U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award and the Athlete of the Year Award.
The U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award is presented to a female and male athlete that demonstrates outstanding academic and athletic achievements. These students are student athletes that strive to be the very best in all areas of their lives. The recipients are Brianna Pereira, and Nick DeGennaro. The Outstanding Athlete of the Year Award is presented to one male and one female athlete. This student is a 3-sport varsity athlete and has captained all 3 sports during her senior season. She has earned a total of 9 varsity letters in volleyball, basketball, and softball, while earning SEC All-Conference in all 3 sports during her career. During the volleyball season, she led the team to a new school record of 22 wins and holds the school record for career digs with 4.96. In basketball, she started every game this season and led the team in assists with 67 and has also been a 4-year varsity starter on a Group 1 state championship softball team. The 2016 Female Athlete of the Year is Kaylee Weinstein. The next student is a 2-sport varsity athlete and has a total of 7 varsity letters in his career. He has captained both the football and wrestling teams during his senior season while earning all SEC conference honors in both sports. During the football season, he earned first-team all-conference and Group 1 all-state while leading his team to the state finals during his senior season. During the wrestling season, he was a 2-time place finisher in both the Essex County Tournament and the State District Tournament and helped lead his team to the school's first ever state sectional championship. During the past 2 spring seasons, he has also helped jumpstart a lacrosse program by participating in this spring sport. The 2016 Male Athlete of the Year is Michael Dugan. I would like to now introduce Mrs. Robin Calley to present the Red Cross Club Award.
The Red Cross Club is a nonprofit organization that depends on volunteers. The volunteers power the Red Cross, making it possible for this organization to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of all emergencies. This young lady has helped me with many blood drives. She's gone down to Newark and handed out carbon monoxide devices with a bunch of other students on the Red Cross Club. She is the force behind our club, and with great honor, I give Devin Lewis the award for tonight. I'd like to introduce Ms. Alexa Rubino, who will present the American Citizenship Awards and the American Legion Boys Girls State Awards.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to congratulate everybody that's sitting here. I think it's amazing, and it's been an amazing year being able to meet all of you. I wish that I could have had more time with you, but at least we have now. The American Citizenship Award is designed to recognize students who consistently exhibit the kinds of behaviors we want to be displayed in our school and in our community. We want students who are eager to help others, always play fair, and treat everyone with respect. These students always have a smile on their face, are willing to lend a helping hand, and are not afraid to stand up to others when they believe someone is not being treated respectfully. Tonight we recognize and honor 4 students who exemplify these behaviors and act as a positive role model for their peers. They have demonstrated by their words and their actions that they possess these qualities and characteristics that we hope to instill in all of our students. They are Zachary Spiegel, Mia Romanazzi, Emma Wirch, and Brianna Pereira. Each year, Cedar Grove High School has the distinct honor of sending students in the junior class to the prestigious Girls State and Boys State program. Students are selected based upon their interest in government and civics, as well as their leadership qualities. These fine young women and men represented our school at Girls and Boys State in June 2015. Shannon Ferber, Satam Nabi, Dalton Snyder-Smith, Kevin Johnson, and Kyle Spinweber. I would now like to introduce Sergeant Frank Vargas to present the next award.
So it couldn't have been more fitting on the night I am presenting that I am losing my voice. So please bear with me. Okay, so first things first, it gives me great pleasure to be here to present the Semper Fidelis Award for musical excellence. The United States Marine Corps is proud to have one of the finest musical programs in the world. The most notable unit in the program is the President's own Marine Corps Band in Washington, D.C. This prestigious musical organization was formed in 1793 and played at every presidential inauguration since Thomas Jefferson in the late 1800s. The band was led by the March King, the great John Philip Sousa, for 17 years. The Marine Corps realizes that there would be no Marine Corps band without dedicated young musicians that begin their training in elementary school and carry it through their high school years. For this reason, the Marine Corps promotes the high school band programs by presenting the Semper Fidelis Award in recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman and soloist. I am honored to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award to, I know the suspense is killing you, hold on. Julia Corso and John Frail. Since the United States Marine Corps was established over 230 years ago, we've enjoyed some of the most demanding physical standards in the world. In order for the Marine Corps to be successful in its mission, we require our Marines to be in their absolute top physical condition at all times. The Marine Corps realizes that the foundation for good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletic organizations in addition to good training habits. High school athletes are well aware of teamwork and discipline, two important elements in the makeup of the Marine Corps. For this reason, the United States Marine Corps takes great pleasure in promoting the high school athletic programs by presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award for outstanding high school athletes. We are recognized for displaying courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership. The two recipients this year are Nicholas Zacchino and Makina Boutney. So the United States Marine Corps has been looking for a few good men and women for over 230 years. And one of those qualities that we have looked for in those years is desire to be challenged and desire to overcome a challenge. Each student here has faced many challenging years in school, from demanding assignments to those exhausting final exams that are coming up. And I am here today to recognize those that have distinguished themselves in the area of academic achievement and leadership as a high school scholar. Each student has shown the greatest determination in the pursuit of their studies and inspire others to excel, not just by meeting the challenge, but exceeding it. I am honored to present this year's Academic Excellence Awards to Henry Mackin and Sarah Maxner. So for the last word I'll be presenting tonight, this one's pretty near and dear to me. It reflects a self-sacrifice, honor, courage, and commitment for taking that sacred oath to protect and defend our country. These two will undergo a journey in which that less than 1% of Americans have experienced. So, when we claim the few, the proud, we were in line. When it's all said and done, the dust settles and the air is still, and there lies two figures standing tall, one a little taller than the other. I'll be very proud and honored in welcoming these two into my beloved family that we call the United States Marine Corps. So it's my pleasure in presenting the Patriot Award to Shane Daly and Nicholas Pasafume. Ms. Rubino will introduce Mr. Rick Mangoli to present the Student of the Month awards.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Vargas, for presenting those awards to our amazing students. I would like to introduce Mr. Mangili for the Student of the Month awards.
Each month throughout the school year, a senior will earn the accolade of Student of the Month. The following criteria is used by our staff to determine the Student of the Month. They look at academic performance, good behavior, good character, and of course, attendance. Students who are chosen as Students of the Month are awarded the following: a $25 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. Don't laugh, that's what they like the most. A front row parking spot in the front of the high school, which under these circumstances is vital to life as it is for any senior. Their photo in the Verona Cedar Grove Times. Dinner with the Cedar Grove Rotary Club at Calandra's. And an end of the year Student of the Month luncheon, so we know they eat well as well. Our Students of the Month for this year are, for September, for the Physical Education Award for September, was Brianna Pereira. In October, it was our math teachers chose the Student of the Month, and that was Sabrina Brockett. In November, it was the science teacher's turn, and Jason Krasnow. In December, our social studies teachers had the opportunity to choose the Student of the Month, and it was Kyle Spinweber. In January, our English department had the opportunity to choose a student, senior, and that was Shannon Ferber. In February, it was Fine Arts, and that was Sarah Meixner. In March, our World Language, and that was Henry Mackin. And in April, Our business and technology teachers chose Nicholas DeGennaro. Now, our May Student of the Month is an at-large choice, and it's done by the administration. And it hasn't been announced yet until tonight. So the student is not aware that they are going to be the May Student of the Month. So this month's senior, who is going to get the Student of the Month award with the Dunkin' Donuts gift card and all the accolades that go with it, is Miss Erin Tognetti. Surprise. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Gallagher, who will present the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Mr. Gallagher?
Thank you. I have the privilege of presenting the next award, the President's Award for Outstanding Academic Excellence, acknowledges academic success in the classroom. To be eligible for this prestigious award, students must have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or higher. When your name is called, please join me to be recognized and receive your award. We ask that you please hold your applause until all of our deserving recipients have reached the stage. Sarah Meixner, Christoph Lazar, Jason Krasnow, Nicole Kruder, Kyle Spinweber. You got to do this in order because Mr. Mangello is going to get confused. Katie Fielding, Samantha Mitchell, Aleem O, Monica Siphon-Shanuda, Brianna Pereira, Jessica Selly, Lena Rashid, John Shimoni, Rachel Bacchino, Charlotte Cass, our Marine Henry Mackin, Carolyn Maxwell, Ava Kreismer, Dylan Barrett, Haley Richardson, Shannon Ferber, Tara Romano, Emily Shapiro, Julia Corso, Macarena Nasur, Dalton Snyder-Smith cannot be here tonight, Jigger Patel, Nick DeGennaro, and Satam Nabi. Congratulations. Too fast? Wow. I would like to introduce Ms. Robin Calley, Ms. Andrea Watson, and Ava Kreismer, who will present tonight's Panther Pride Award.
Sorry about that, everyone. This award is being presented to an individual who has helped with all the referendums and the plays within the schools. And this award is known as the Panther Pride Award. And this goes out to the person who we valued from the All-School Council, who is deserving of this award for their astounding contribution to the school. And this winner is David Schoner. This is the... So, you have a plaque up here, so come up here and receive it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to thank everyone very much for this. It's really a surprise, a big honor. I was not expecting it at all. You know, my thing may not be coaching a team or may not be doing something like that, but it's definitely about improving the school system, and thank you very much for this. It really means a lot. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Mangili for closing remarks.
No, I know we've been here for a little bit, and I have to give kudos to Ava. She did a fantastic job presenting that to Mr. Schoner. Great job, Ava. Just a quick story. I don't know if Mr. Schoner realizes it, but his family is over here as well. And when it was, yes, they're right over here. For those that don't know the story, well, none of you really do, but when it was mentioned to me that Mr. Schoner was going to receive this award, I quickly called his wife and said, listen, I've asked him to come and film this tonight because he does a lot of filming. So he is, as nice as he is, he's gullible. So he came to film this thinking that I really wanted to have this film, but it was really a ploy to just get him here. And when I spoke to his wife today on the phone, I said, he knows nothing. And she said, he knows nothing. I says, he's a nice guy, but he's dumb. So congratulations, Mr. Schoner, for a well-deserving award. We always try to top each other. I don't think you can beat this one. Well, that'll be it for tonight's awards, and I thank you all for coming tonight, and I congratulate my students once again for a great year. You're well-deserving of these awards. We have some refreshments. We have some cookies out by the, in front of the media center, so please help yourself and enjoy the evening and have a safe ride home. To my students, if you would like to get a copy of your names in the award book, Mr. Gallagher has them right here. So all students, pop over here, Charlotte Cass, Lever, Case, right here. These empty booklets now have your names in them.